The movie title named Believe Me. The movie t- the movie title named Believe Me. The story starts the story starts with Lisa. Lisa was 70 Lisa was 17 years old. Lisa was 17 year old. Lisa was 17 year old. Lisa was 17 year old. Se- Lisa was 17 year old. Lisa was Lisa was 17-year-old woman. Lisa was 17-year-old teenager who lives with her grandmother. Lisa is 17 years old. Lisa is 17-year-old. Lisa is 17-year-old. Lisa wi- Lisa is 17-year-old. Lisa is 17-year-old teenager who lives with her grandmother and her grandmother's boyfriend who assaulted who uh, who always sexually assaulted her. Who always who always sexually who always who always who always sexually assaulted her. Who always who always sexually assaulted her and her grandmother is always and her grandmother is always ignores it. And her grandmother's it and her grandmother ignores it. And and her grandmother and her grandmother always ignores it.
Guys, sarap guys tumambay dito sa may Inuga Best. Tabat ng pagbox. Tanga na, papagkakamaran ako ditong pulubi. Pero sabi niya, ba't ganun yung pulubi? Ang daming pagkain. Tanga na, nakakabisado ako nung ano eh. Hindi sa McBay. Di wow.
One night after Lisa's up One night after Lisa's job and going home, she was she was kidnapped in she was kidnapped and raped. She is raped. She is kidnapped and raped in the kidnapper's car. The kidnapper makes sure she is not. The kidnapper. The kidnapper show. The kidnapper makes. The The kidnapper assured that she is not going to escape and she will not notice her. She will not notice him. Keeping her bound and blindfolded. Keeping her keeping her br- keeping her bound and blindfolded. The kidnapper brought him to the kidnapper brought him the kidnapper brought the kidnapper brought him to his apartment. The kidnapper brought him to his apartment. The kidnapper brought him to his apartment and continues raping her. Lisa knows that the kidnapper is hurt by many women in the past. Lisa uses reverse psychology to gain his trust. Meanwhile, Lisa leaves her fingerprint in the mirror and meanwhile Lisa leaves her meanwhile Lisa leaves her meanwhile Meanwhile, Lisa leaves her fingerprint in the mirror and toilet bowl. And some strands of her hair under his bed. And some strands of her hair under his bed. She mem- she memorizes as much as she can. She memorizes as much as she can. She memorizes as much as she can. She memorizes as much as she can about Bobby, the kidnapper, and his apartment. And his apartment. After that day, the kidnapper tells Lisa he must get rid of her. He takes her in the wooded area and points a gun to her head. Points a gun in her head. Points a gun in her head. Points a gun. Points a gun in her. Points a gun in her head. After the kidnapper changes his mind, he lets her go and run away in his car. Lisa memorizes the Lisa memorizes the surroundings and got to her got to her house and got to her grandma's house. She's telling her grandmother and her grandmother's boyfriend she was kidnapped and being raped by a kidnapper. Her grandmother called the police for questionings or investigation. Um, some police are not interested or aren't convinced true or aren't or uncon and are and unconvinced by Lisa's stories. But a sar but a sar but a sergeant named a sergeant named Pinkerton believed that Lisa's kidnapper is the same in the criminal who killed 9 girls. Lisa told Sergeant Pinkerton Lisa told Sergeant Pinkerton about the abuse. Lisa also told Lisa also told Pi- Lisa also tells Pinkerton Lisa Lisa told Pinkerton Lisa also told Pinkerton about the abuse to her grandmother's boyfriend and her ma her grandmother's boyfriend were arrested. Were arrested. Her grandmother's boyfriend were arrested.
Her grandmother's boyfriend were arrested and got in jail.
Pinkerton and asked some question and continued about the investigation where she was abused and abducted. Lisa remembered the parking lot that she were being abducted in the first place when she was kidnapped. Parking lot. Parking lot. Yeah, I mean parking lot. The first place that she was being kidnapped or abducted by the kidnapper. And some investigator and some invest and some investigators search about the vehicles that the kidnapper being used to kidnap Lisa. Um, the car the car is parked near The car is parked near the apartments. The car is parked near the area. I mean the parking lot. I mean the parking lot. Okay. Uh, they saw the and they saw the similar car. Where is the apartment? Is near to his car. The another day, one detective take the picture or takes a picture in a takes a picture through that takes a picture through that takes a picture through the takes a picture through the kidnapper takes a picture through that takes a picture through the kidnap and takes a picture through the kidnapper or the criminal. I mean the criminal. The picture they used is shown to Lisa, so she will point who is the criminal or who kidnapped her or who kidnapped her. And Lisa pointed the picture of the kidnapper at the right and the same place at the moment. Forensics later are searching through the kidnapper's apartment and they saw the forensic evidence that Lisa left behind. In the next scene, the kidnapper is arrested. Arrested outside the kidnapper is arrested. The kidnapper is arrested. The kidnapper is arrested near the outside the theater. Yeah. After Lisa helped. After Lisa helped the case, it successfully captured and caught the criminal who kidnapped her. The kidnapper or serial killer. Tangina. Tangina mo, mataba ka, hayop ka. Motor ka ng motor, baka maplat yung gulong mo. The serial killer. Serial killer. The kidnapper or serial killer. The kidnapper or serial killer named Bobby Joe Long. Bobby Joe Long was arrested and executed by lethal injection. Sergeant Pinkerton offered Lisa at his place where he lives. Sergeant Pinkerton offered Lisa ina motor yan, hayop. Sergeant Pinkerton offered Lisa a home or a place. Sergeant Pinkerton offered Lisa on place at his home, and she politely declines it. And Lisa told him that she want to go with her grandmother. She politely declines and goes to live. She politely declines and she's told she told that she want to live with her aunt, sister and her with her and with her uncle. Before that, Pinkerton, Pinkerton removes her with her grandmother. Grandmother. Neglectful grandmother. Grandmother. After the years, revealed that Lisa was happy to live with her aunt, sister, and her uncle. Before coming, before becoming, before, before to become a deputy sergeant in sex crimes, working to protect young people from situations similar to her. So, the movie recap, the movie title named Believe Me is based on true story or true crime story. So thank you for watching and stay safe and stay safe and stay safe everyone.